Stan from Sawcutting Specialties. Today I'm showing you a good selection of all the 10-inch blades we have for use on tile saws. There's so many blades here. Some people say, well Stan, why in the world do you have so many blades? Why do you confuse me? Why don't you just show me the best one and you can just get rid of all the other ones? Well, it's kind of the same reason that if I was a bartender, I wouldn't insist you bought Budweiser. I think that everybody has a right to use blades with different saws, with different horsepower and different RPM rating. The type of material you're cutting, you're going to have a blade react differently. I look at it more like build you a tackle box. If you're going to go fishing, you're going to have a lure that might work great in one lake, but it might not work so well someplace else, where you're not just going to throw that lure away. You're going to put it back in your tackle box and get another one. So if you collect different types of blades, you might find that you might have better production for these different and odd types of materials. These new porcelains are real difficult to cut. So as you can see, I have some of our most popular 10-inch blades used on a tile saw on my desk here. This row happens to be glass blades. These two rows happen to be continuous rim tile blades, porcelain blades, marble, granite, continuous rim blades. And this last row happens to be turbo style blades for cutting stone. Okay, first of all, I'd like to talk about the glass blades. This row of blades are more common glass blades. It's really nice for us to be able to have a nice quality blade that's unmarked, generic looking, that we can sell for a real inexpensive price. And don't let these unpainted, unmarked blades fool you. Sometimes they're the same blades that big companies buy and have screen printed with their name on it and sell for higher money. But that's why we sell this blade, just for a generic choice. Of course, we got the HUSQ blade. It's a great blade. The MK215 glass blade is probably the most popular glass blade in the world. And of course, the Alpha Vetro blade. The Tsunami G by Disco, interestingly enough, has turned out to be such a fantastic blade that a lot of tile setters are using this blade to cut their Decton and some of these hard porcelain tiles because it cuts it so well. You might take a look at that on one of your next difficult to cut jobs. Then of course we have the Pearl Resin Bond blade. They're not for everybody. That's an expensive blade, but if you're doing high-end glass cutting, you won't find a better blade. Next, I'm to the continuous rim tile blades. Welcome to the world of IQ power tools. The only blade that has the Q Cut arbor. Well, we can talk about that another time. But I wanted to show you this blade, and the reason I have it in front is you can see the arbor hole on this. You'll see it's a turbo mesh style blade. They make two different bonds in this, one for general purpose and one for harder material. And if you have the little IQ dry saw, this is the blade you're going to want to use. From there we stock Diamond Professionals, two different tile blades, of course the Razor and the ZENESIS. Next, we're proud to offer a very high quality, inexpensive blade, a premium generic blade, $39. I would not be at all opposed to buying and using this blade on any material. It's a great, inexpensive blade. Then Sawcutting Specialties offers our own Porce Pro Plus blade. We've done extensive research with this blade, and we found it to cut as well, if not better, on most all materials. It's been a phenomenal, lasting blade. We also handle the Hypercut line of blades. We have the H series and the Samurai. We're a Disco dealer, and we offer the Disco Super Tsunami along with the traditional Tsunami. And of course we have the Alpha blades, the Typhoon, and the Pocellana. Terrific blades. Now we're to the row of turbo style stone blades. Once again, we have a premium generic no-name turbo blade, a terrific blade. It's probably a $50 blade. You'll like it. We have the Pearl Turbo Mesh blade in this row. It's a porcelain blade, but it has been known to cut other materials quite well. And being a disco dealer, our disco genius, and our Excellerator 200 blade are terrific blades for cutting hard and difficult to cut stone. Oakley stone, flag stones, natural thin stone, so many brick veneers, many materials that these continuous rim blades have a little bit difficulty staying sharp and cutting through. Of course, we have the Alpha, the Numero Uno, and the Q Cut. The difference between these two blades is the Q Cut is a little bit newer blade, and it's the ultimate wet blade for quartzite and granite tiles. So in summary, so many blades, so many choices. Why is it so difficult? Well, you've got a DeWalt saw that spins 6,100 RPMs. You've got an MK saw that spins 3,500 RPMs. You've got a Pearl saw that's 2 horsepower. You've got a little Sawmaster saw that's 3/4 of a horsepower. There's a lot of things that make a difference in the performance of the blade. And so, like the selection of beer taps, if you find something that you feel that works good for you, I highly recommend you can continue to use it. You're experienced, you're knowledgeable in what you're doing. Why change what's working good for you? So we just want to be able to offer you the selection that you need to make a wise decision as to how you want to cut your tiles.